Welcome to the sixth edition of World Cashew Convention and Exhibition, Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire. I am Venkat from cashewinfo.com. With me is Ms Rita Weidinger, Director Executive, Com Cashew GIZ.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Yes. My first question to you: what are the activities undertaken by Com Cashew to promote cashew cultivation, and how many countries you are active across Africa?
Comcashew GIC is a public-private partnership project, and we are active since 2009 with today 20 actionnaires, so private companies and also governments in 6 countries, notably Cote d'Ivoire, where we are today, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Benin, Mozambique, and Sierra Leone. And what
Okay.
we do is reach out to farmers, processors, and also policymakers. And we try to shorten the value chain to bring more
Okay.
effectiveness and to get the best knowledge to all the actors. So we have reached out to over 600,000 farmers.
Okay.
We work towards about 60 processing companies to
Okay.
provide knowledge. We collect also insights from the industry, document them, and bring it up to policymakers.
Okay.
So today, at this stage, it's very important that everybody understands what's the factors in the sector, so that we don't overregulate
Okay.
and then will not allow the sector in Africa to be competitive. On the production side, we look strongly also that we get the best research up, the
Okay.
highest performing planting material, and equally also to roll it out to farmers. That needs a bit of infrastructure towards nurseries, multiplication gardens, etc.
Okay.
So nothing works with one act alone. Governments need to be involved, private companies and farmers and processors. So this is what we do. And we can say today proudly that 600,000 people and
Okay.
their household have doubled the production, have doubled their revenue from cashew, and that the processing capacity in these last 10 years has multiplied times 5.
Okay.
So now it's the time also to activate more dialogue, and all those who want to go in this very lucrative sector, that they get the right knowledge to take the best decision.
Thanks for your initiatives. Brief about your success of master training program and any further programs are arranged in 2020.
The master training program has become a need because we realized we need to connect actors across countries. So we invite people to apply from all the sectors. So we have every category: farmers, processors, policymakers, etc. They apply, and together with the African Cashew Alliance
Okay.
and some private companies, but also research, we do a very practically adapted training which runs over 7 months in 3 practice sessions. And in between, the participants also learn through a network and through a coaching process. Today we have already trained over 700 participants,
Okay.
and only this year we have already 600 applications,
Okay.
but we only can take 240 or 260 in 1 year.
Okay. Okay.
Nevertheless, what we are very proud of is that today we have in each session 50% women, because we believe that we have to look at the reality and to train those who do their job.
Okay.
If we want to succeed in the cashew sector, we need to tap into all qualities and not only take man's brain alone to develop a very complex sector. So that's why we really want to look at an equality
Okay.
also on the training aspects. And this is what we have reached out in the master training program. This year alone, end of the month, we start the first session already here in Abidjan. There will be a practice session in one of the processing companies. And after 3 months, they go to the field to do
Okay.
research. They do practical grafting. So they become a bit of expert everywhere, but moreover, they create a large network for themselves. For in each session, over 10 countries represented, which is really wonderful. We had the
Yes.
first participants from Asia already, and we count that it becomes like a worldwide program with Colombia present, Brazil
Yes, Colombia.
present, and
Yes.
India hopefully also one day.
Yes.
Thank you.
What are the activities undertaken by Cashew, especially to empower women in the cashew value chain?
As I mentioned, women in the value chain, for me, it's not a choice, it's a necessity.
Okay.
Because if 80% in processing industry is done by women and we do not include them in the decision process, we lose out their insights. And this is what a concern for us that we have seen, because it's traditionally a trade commodity. So there was more men present in decision making, but this is changing over time. So we train women all along. In our office alone, we have every year about 20 young graduates, out of them 50% women. We just go for equal,
Okay.
and feed them into the industry, hoping that also each business and its own takes the equal knowledge. On the
Okay.
policy level, we are also looking out that more women speak up what they see in the sector. And we just had a panel again with 6 men and 1 woman. Often there are panels which only men. I do not think that that's up to date, and I wish and I strongly advocate that we can change that. I know that the African Cashew Alliance
Yes.
will do that, and I know in the next edition of World Cashew Convention we also will have on each panel 2 women. That's my wish
Yes.
and that's my advocacy.
Definitely, because we can incorporate that one. Everyone wants to empowerment of women, not only in Africa, across all the sectors.
Very nice.
Yes.
And in the Consultative International Cashew Council,
Yes.
we will definitely make it a policy also that we have women speakers at their
Yes.
meetings, so
Yes.
that we can take concerns and insights. Women look at issues a bit differently, and that will help us to overcome the multiple challenges in the
Yes,
sector.
yes. Definitely, Cashew Info is proud to induct at least one woman speaker in the next conference. Maybe we will take this as a suggestion and we'll work on that one.
Thank you very much. And I
Yes,
want to congratulate Cashew Info also for the initiative of the Cashew Women.
yes,
At this stage, we had a training for women in leadership, and more than 50 women have participated half a day. I think this is a
yes,
very, very great initiative. I want to really congratulate you and take further steps like this.
yes,
Then we don't have to talk even about it, it will just become the normality.
yes. Thank you so much. And brief about your activities in the cashew sector in Cameroon and Sierra Leone, and how much of cashew is being produced over there, or when it will be ready for production.
Cameroon is a new country but with a very strong forestry background, so there is a knowledge on tree crop development, and there is a northern area which has
Okay,
started its promotion. We link them up for a good planting material to Ghana, and through German Development Corporation and the 3 ministries engaged,
okay,
they will develop new areas. So far, it's on a low level between 3 to 5,000 metric tons.
okay,
Similarly, in Sierra Leone, we also have a low production still, but
okay,
with about this year alone, 20,000 hectare planted.
okay,
So we expect that Sierra Leone also will be on the map of cashew producing countries. They have a very favorable climate,
okay,
equally like neighboring Guinea or Guinea-Bissau. However, I want to stress that Sierra Leone took it right from the beginning. They developed policy and they
Okay.
linked up with best research. So also they have a Zion garden developed with varieties which they received graciously from the Ghana government,
Okay.
and that will allow them to have highest producing varieties.
Yes.
So that's the beauty of a new country. If they do it right, they can really kick off very well.
Thank you so much
Thank
for sharing all your knowledge and what needs to be done in the coming World Cashew Convention. We will try to improve your suggestions. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you very much. A pleasure always. And I wish you good luck with the next and the next and the next 100 cashew
With your
conventions.
support, definitely we'll go together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.